Hi, it's Jon Cronshaw here with my author diary for the week ending May the 7th, 2023. Yes, I've had this week off. So I went to Portugal. Yeah. Basically, in the UK this week, we had things like teachers' strikes and inset days and bank holidays and things like that. So we thought if we pull my son out of school, he's going to miss a day of teaching and a day of coronation nonsense. So we thought, screw it, and went to Portugal. So I've just spent a week there in Albufeira. That was great. Really needed that. Just chilling out, drinking beer, sitting on sun lounges, sitting by the pool, on the beach, having walks. Did check out the archaeological museum. That was good. Also, while I was there, read a book about the Portuguese Empire. And yeah, they were terrible. So that was good. In terms of work, I didn't mean to do work, but I ended up outlining what is it? It's basically I've been going backwards and forwards in my head about what this Ravenglass Legends thing is, and I think the last time I mentioned it, yeah, gonna do another serial, gonna do it a bit like the Ravenglass Chronicles. I'm actually leaning back towards doing it as novels again, but I've got the first novella basically, and what we're going to do is add a second point of view. So I've got Ragnar, who's the main character. I've also got his sister. So I want to do it from her perspective because what I want to do is do like a bit of a parallel storyline with them. Now I did start this storyline of Maya months ago, so I need to basically look next week, see what I've got. I think I've got somewhere in the region of 3,000 to 5,000 words, but there was something missing, which is what stopped me. And now I've got what it was that was missing. So there is a character in there that didn't exist before, but I feel like he's going to be a very strong character. And I've also got the main arc for the first two books of her story. So that was good going. Didn't expect to do that, but I just enjoyed it. I wasn't doing it as work. It was more like, oh, I've got this idea. Let's see. No pressure on my head or anything like that. And yeah, so I've got an outline for this, and I will see how it goes next week. I think I'll start work on that. In terms of reading, yeah, I mentioned the Conqueror's book that I read that was about the fortune of the Portuguese Empire. Also read a bit of literary fiction, I suppose you call it, called, Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine. This was a book about loneliness, basically a coming-of-age story. Some real dark humour in there. Basically about a woman who is a bit odd and is completely isolated. The only kind of human contact she has is, someone she talks to in a shop, or the people at work who don't really like her. And it's about her coming out of a shell and things like that. So yeah, really good story. Recommend that. Also, currently reading, what's it called? Going Clear by Lawrence Wright, which is another book about Scientology. So fascinated by that. That L. Ron Hubbard character, I mean, he's just out there, isn't he? He's very wacky, yeah, very just a compulsive liar. Just the way his life was just insane, really. And he spawned, like he was a complete liar, but also a very important person in terms of what he spawned. So yeah, like reading about interesting people, and he's very interesting. What is it? Yeah, so next week I will be working on just seeing if this Maya storyline has legs. Also, what was it? Yeah, coronation. Yeah, I did want to say a few things about the coronation, really. So I was on the plane back from Portugal when that happened, and I'm glad I missed it because, to be honest, I think that the way the country is at the moment, and this is, no political party, whatever, but there is a cost of living crisis. There are strikes, public sector strikes going on. There's, our last Asda shop, loads of things just gone up randomly by, 20% here, 30% there, just over the last few weeks. This is all adding up. This is squeezing people. Meanwhile, you've got what would you call it? Like a grotesque display of generational unearned wealth being put on in front of the country, and pressure to kind of go along with that. and a lot of people aren't. And I'm not, because I just think it's obscene, to be honest. The price of the hat that he wore for a few minutes could probably deal with the homeless problem in London, for example. Yeah, what can you do with £500 million? Oh, I don't know. A lot of ideas. I wouldn't necessarily wear them on a hat and make a display of it, but that's just me. So next week, as I say, carry on with the Ravenglass Legends. One more thing. Yes, I almost forgot. Dawn of Assassins audiobook. Yeah, that's live now. So what I'll do is, like I've done before, is in the Ravenglass Universe Facebook group, I will be giving away free codes over the next week. So if you're in the US, UK, you could get those codes if you're in the group and you hit reply when I do the post. So yeah, just find that on Facebook. I think it's facebook.com/groups/the Ravenglass Universe. So until next time, cheerio.